Birch oak. Alright, wait, hold on.
I want to get myself safely inside here so I can. Are you streaming in Discord, good sir?
I can do it right now. Give me a second. I'm just trying to open it up.
Oh, you wanna know something cool that I didn't know until earlier today?
Hmm.
You know Nate Wants to Battle?
No. Maybe.
You should. But anyway, he's the guy that, did the dub
I know.
voice for the Dragon Ball Super Battle, or not Battle of Gods, but a Tournament of Power, intro song theme.
That's really cool. I know him because he's done, apparently according to Google, the he's done like Sonic covers or covers of Sonic songs. Dude, the like Sonic X one he did is so good. That's why I was like, wait a second, I think I know that name. That's why I said maybe.
He does a lot of good different covers, dude.
Yeah, he has a good
Kinda
singing
wild.
voice. Alright. Why didn't it open chat? That's an odd occurrence. Normally it has a dock for chat.
Chet, are you
Chat,
real?
chat, are you here? Chat, are you real? Chat. You better not to be fake, chat. I will ban you if you are fake, chat.
So true, dude. I don't have the
Alright.
chat function quite yet. It doesn't let me.
What?
It's just the internet. I don't
What
have
internet?
chat function.
Patrick's here.
My internet.
Dude,
What the
people are in the Minecraft server. We're also in VC if you want to join, Patrick. I'm gonna stream like cool drifting game. They just added my favorite car. They added the RX-7 FC, so the old one, the one that everyone doesn't really care about, but I do because it's a freaking cool looking car.
And then he was gonna stream him pulling out each toenail individually.
Every time I crash my car, I will remove one toenail.
Chat gets to pick the tool which is used for removal.
It goes all the way from pliers to toothpicks.
To shovel.
Furniture.
It's where you put your nail bed in line with the shovel and you swing your toe at the spade as hard as you can.
Swing your spade from side to side.
Well, then rip off your fucking toenail. Youch.
Youch!
Ow, fuck, shit. I'm so funny.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the music. I'm not even gonna do Osu, dude. I'm just gonna go directly into it because I'm really wanting to just play the video game.
Also, Cam, do you know what this is going to be?
Where is
like
the
a
proper
little
scene?
tradie villager hut thing?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little shop stall because Carl wanted to mix Josh curing crazy amounts of shit.
Alright. I haven't even plugged in my controller.
Oh,
my
God,
bones.
dude.
You're a fool.
You had one jab.
Fake streamer.
Ow.
Yeah.
Fake streamer doesn't even play on controller.
Fake
Got
streamer
that right.
doesn't even eat an apple backwards.
Yeah, but can you eat an
Yeah, you
apple
can't
inside out,
eat-
idiot? That's what I thought.
Oh, you didn't even give me a chance to respond.
Dude, because I know it's not possible.
What is this, a political debate?
Yes. I will cut you off.
It fucking
No
is
responses.
I thought you were just gonna say I will cut you.
I'll cut
now.
you.
I will cut you.
I'll stab you. I'll murder.
Okay,
All right.
They tried that just a couple months, not even a month ago. It didn't work.
Ugh, this car just came out, what, yesterday or the day before? People are already, like, zooming with it.
People are already doing the gungi.
Yeah, they're doing the Ginga Gunga.
Gungus, Mungus.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, I
mean,
also
like-
found this. I found a Eurobeat non-copyright mix on YouTube, so I'm just gonna play that.
Instead of
I didn't
finding
verify
Eurobeat
if any of it was actually
non-copyrighted-
not copyrighted or not.
Yeah,
How does it
we're gonna
take
find
this-
out.
We'll find out live.
And you get to come along for the ride. Let's go!
How the frick have I already got 7 views on my stream? Normally it takes like half of the stream to get that far. It's probably people accidentally clicking on it, dude.
Dude, I won the 6.7%.
Yeah.
How long did it take me? No. Take 50
Go boop and grow up. Like, dude, just grow up.
No, it's gotta kick in though, and then now it's gotta grow up to its own circle. Where am I at? Oh, dude,
That's rough.
I'm warm.
It's my warm up. It's my warm up chat. My reaction to Skibidi Slicers.
I'm gonna go rain package
For what?
Fun.
You're saying that as if he would even have them. I don't think he would. And VGs are something like so generically good that he'd probably have them on him.
No, I don't know, that's tactic. You guys think better. He's got very specific things that he does. He's a ginger. Yes, I know where he's in the chat. I'm saying all the time, but it's fun.
Dude, he isn't responding to any of it, so clearly the claim that he is a dingus is true.
So,
When did I shift up?
wow, how could you not have millions of dollars tactic?
Yeah, for me to steal.
Yeah, just because I wasn't gonna give you anything for him, yeah, not. You know what? I'm stealing your energy,
I'm holding all of your storage hostage.
Dude, I did the fucking Carl and Caleb face that one time where I just fucking stole the storage system and everything in it.
See, the thing is, I can just take and I can take all of his storage and keep it on me. You can't kill me.
Yeah.
So he'll never get his storage back unless one is able to kill me. Two, you kill me with your magic
Slash slay.
Or update
I'm so much slower today. Doesn't help whenever I drive like that, holy.
Yeah, I just had a brilliant idea.
What?
And I hate that teleport timer. Just brought us home.
But the wind up of 3 seconds?
Yeah, because when shit like that happens, you know, man, it's like not really great for my skin.
You're supposed to do it when you're safe, not to get out of combat.
Not in combat.
That's my microphone. I don't want to be adjusting that. That's the wrong thing.
These rules suck eggs.
Okay. So, here's the music. I'm gonna turn it down because I can only assume it's a little loud. I actually have no idea if it is or not. might be okay. I think I got gold there because there's no way I got platinum. That was an awful run if I did get platinum. No, I got gold. In my dreams, that would be a freaking platinum run. Oh, I love this song.
You know how much this fish is gravel is just around here?
I actually don't. I don't know how that stuff spawns.
Well, it just kind of spawns. It's not a guarantee, but a lot of things happen. And I went from Patrick's house towards Silver's house, and every single one of these fucking things has so much. What is this?
That's too much speed.
I don't need the loot. I'm not getting there, isn't it?
I need a break there. Clearly. I also want to try this car on other tracks. This is just my quote-unquote home course where I'm the most comfortable. Just a bunch of wide sweeping turns with big wide roads, so I don't feel like claustrophobic.
He wants home court and baby.
I do.
Is that cool? Or basically cool. I'm only doing this for NBGs, yeah.
Oh, the sniffer stuff.
No, not even the sniffer. The sniffer stuff was for something else.
Was it? What was it for?
No. Now that you say that, I don't remember.
It's funny.
Oh, there's a carrot! Where's the carrot? Where's the NBG carrots? Oh, the sniffer was for the suspect.
Oh, yes. Dude, I need to be able to hear this Eurobeat more. It's too quiet, it's not gonna help. Does this actually adjust it for me? Alright, cool. I want it this loud. I didn't mean to restart, okay. See, look, I'm already ahead of my ghost because the Eurobeat's louder now. That study about if people listen to fast music and they drive slower, that's just because they're not built different like me. You gotta feel the music, dude. You can't just hear it. Oh, that's extremely late braking. Oh, that was really bad. Whatever that was. As long as I'm about a car length ahead, I'm gonna feel kind of comfortable. Oh, no, I just took that corner really good on my ghost, or the whichever ghost it actually is supposed to be. It's a little close. Oh! I was driving with my subconscious right there. Let's go! You can get infinite sniffers now. For real. Alright, I'm turning like everything up to make sure it's louder than the music so you guys can probably be heard slightly better. No one's complaining because as you know, Cam, no one's in my chat. Patrick did ... but I'm just assuming he was just like there, or he has me up in the background because he hasn't done anything in chat ever since that. Or maybe he's just the lurking type. Boing. Bing bong. Alright, I'm back up to like 408. Oh, I already got platinum on this, so I'm gonna go actually switch maps. I don't mind keeping the car stock as well, like stock looking. You can't upgrade cars yet or tune. I can't wait till we can tune, because I'm gonna go freaking bananas. It took me like... how long was it? At least like 2 or 3 years of just like doing tuning in Forza to like understand how everything interacts with each other, even vaguely. Alright. You know what? Let's do some tofu delivery instead of time attack. Because I'm pretty good at that. Has anyone set any times? One dude, the real meme man, has set a 429 with 75% tofu. I'm not shooting to beat that. I'm shooting to beat... let's see... a 4010, I'm gonna say. Since that's 2 seconds slower than the time I just set. But I'm gonna also do it with 100% tofu because there's no other way, dude. Have I explained to you, Cam, how the tofu delivery service works in this? So, if you jerk the car too much, the tofu will like lose health. So, how the leaderboards work for it, if you have any tofu below someone else, the higher tofu percent will always win no matter how fast they are. So it takes priority. So someone could set like a 2-minute time, but if they didn't have higher or equal to tofu health, they're not on top. That was a really poor way of explaining it, but hopefully got the point across. Oh my gosh, I broke the tofu just revving out the car. I'd love to own one of these cars someday. The RX-7, this one specifically on stream. Alright, you know what? I guess we're gonna do a 99% run. We're not gonna shoot for 100% yet. I need to figure out my line and how to drive the car smooth. What? Do you have in place of the gauntlets? Yay! Free cooked food! Too bad you have Infinity here. Extra fire. Does fire aspect do more damage if they're already on fire? That'd be cool and it would make sense. It might be a modded enchantment thing that I'm thinking of. Oh, how did I not break the tofu there? Or like make it lose health. Like actually just ran over the curb. Oh, there it goes. I'm not doing 55%. That is really bad. This car seemingly wants really shallow angles to drift most of the time, because its oversteer is really strong. Downshifting. Still at 99. It's way easier to do a 99% run than 100 in this game. It's as like a big difficulty discrepancy, I should say, because you can lose like a fraction of a percent. Like it won't be like a minimum of 1% damage every time. So you could damage it multiple times doing a 99% run. But 100% absolutely has to be perfect. Oh my gosh, I did really rough weight shifting. I didn't like that. Oh, more break. Okay, let me just try to slow down a little bit and actually just get a run in where I get the tofu to the end. Hey Cam, do you know of any tools that you've heard of for combining chat, as in multi-streaming chat?
I know there's a couple of recording tools. Look it up.
Thank you. I've looked into it before, but all I found is like, crap, what is it called? Something.io, but I think it wants a subscription, but I don't know how much of it's actually free when you actually make an account. Because I don't actually want to multi-stream from their platform. I want to use just the on-screen chat. But I also need to figure out the multi-stream plugin on OBS. Worst case, I can open 2 instances of OBS. Instead of doing what Patrick does, which is he has Streamlabs OBS and normal OBS streaming at the same time.
Oh, Ustream.io.
Yes, that one. That was the one where I was like, I don't know how much of this is actually free or how much of it wants me to pay for.
It says,
Okay. I didn't want to use their version of like multi-streaming because it does a watermark on them. Like that's like kind of. I understand why they're doing it, but like I don't want that on my stream. That is wasted stream real estate and bitrate that I don't feel like I can afford because I feel like my streams already look bad. Especially this game. This game shows up really bad on YouTube. It compresses the heck out of it. It's mostly all the trees and stuff. I think I went to bed at like 6 a.m. today, but woke up at 12 instead of sleeping like 12 hours. I was just like, I don't know what woke me up, but I just like woke up. I was like, oh, I don't think I can go back to sleep type of wake up. What? Oh, the whole temple. What did you use to fill up the water flowing in from the top? Did you use like a trap door? Or did you like just put a block? Does stop the water. As long as it's not waterlogged. Because that's a new feature, Jacob. So the transparent blocks like stairs can like have water filled in them. They don't have lava logging, so you can't like have a like cobblestone stair with like a little lip of lava flowing out of it. It's probably, from what I've heard from Reddit, it's because waterlogging itself still has bugs with it, so until they probably fix that, I don't think they're going to add lava logging. I'd love to see it though. I want to see like a lot of cool little like lava fountains and stuff. So instead of the typical one block flowing out. What, your what? You're cutting out. Oh, controller needs to charge. I actually have a fan pointing at me today because I think someone turned up the heat in the household. They're from tropical regions, Durai, where it's like 95 with 70% humidity all the time. It's insane. Like me, I would rather be in like 20-degree weather. I didn't feel like drifting that corner. It felt like I was gonna hit the wall. Alright. See you, Durai. Happens sometimes.
Cameron, what do you think of my own lighthouse outpost?
It's a cool little place. The local logs. Oh my gosh. Of course, second to last corner I hit something. It's nice. The local logs you got for it look nice on the lighthouse. What were they, pine? I got 407 though, so I think a 408 tofu delivery is pretty obtainable with 100% health. I'm just not good enough with this car. It's very oversteery compared to the 8.6.
Just not used to it.
It has more power is probably why. It probably has similar balance to the 8.6, but it's because of that extra power makes the back slide out more. But it doesn't have any better braking than the 8.6. The 8.6 is one of the best cars for that. Because it's like a paperweight. Okay, I'm gonna try to zone in for this song. This one's a banger.
You'll see, but you'll never hear
needed to drift it more. Or brake. Ah, come on, I broke it there? I understand why I broke it there, I hit the curb, but... Man. Ooh, that was lucky. Just me like turning is like upsetting the weight of the car. Well, not the car, but the tofu. Let me figure out how to drift that. Can I do this in fourth? Could, barely. Take shallow enough of an angle, I can do that in fourth. Because it has enough power to do that. So what are you working on in Minecraft right now? Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, the egg is cracking.
Oh, you're probably waiting for that thing to hatch. I got it.
I need you. Send me to the egg. Look. I can't not be here for my child's birth.
Where you'll like Doofenshmirtz type.
I mean, this is
Upbringing.
the first ever birth at my outpost, so...
Well, there's about to be two.
Oh.
I found a second snake.
You did, now you can breed them.
Oh yeah, here. Okay.
Take what? Well, I'm almost back to where I was. I just need my midnight cloak. Oh?
I don't use it.
It's honestly not the most useful thing unless you have night vision to accompany it.
Yeah. That's kind of why I'm looking for the MPGs.
Alright, that was close. I remember that there's a gap in the sidewalk or little side piece there, so I didn't want to hit that.
What? Well,
Ooh, that was close.
yeah, there's Ow.
Poison heal, gives you anti-heal, and gives you points. Yeah, what are those?
The anti-heal is honestly the worst part.
Who's here?
Oh, come on, I guess I was braking too hard. Bro, I should just coat the tofu in glue so it doesn't break.
Come
Oh my gosh, I've done that twice now. Two different cars.
I'm like seriously looking for every single band for any iron
Dan. Come here.
Oh, I see it in the window. Oh, what I think is doing.
I think my other time was a 99, so this isn't going to be anything.
Wait, here.
I got a,
Prisoner in the bridge.
what did I get? 407? Then 99%?
Oh my god, you're killing him.
Barely got a 407 there with a 98 instead of 99. Oh, it's a new record? Is it?
James.
I guess I had lower than that one. You know what? I'll get off this map for now. I've already been streaming for 40 minutes. Let me go look at the new Skyline. I actually, oh my gosh, it's a 4 freaking minute map. I'm gonna rip my fingernails out.
You only do that every time you crash.
I'll do both. I'll up the ante. Yeah, but if you peer at the stream after this loads, Jacob, you can see why I hate this map. So if you observe, look how wide the lanes are. Like, there is no freaking room to do anything on this. Oh, they made this a wide corner now. Oh, okay, so just the beginning is like... Oh, I love that. I always thought this map was too thin and claustrophobic. There's a lot of verticality now to this map as well. I'm gonna have to switch cameras. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this now. There's so much elevation change that I have to like downshift to second to go around corners, which is unheard of for how wide these are. Frick, I hate this map. I hate this map for now a different reason.
Alright, Cameron, I found the right ray that I need for the hat. Do you see? Oh, you're racing, but we'll see eventually.
What hat are you talking about? Oh, the right skin, I see.
Cameron.
I don't see, but I know what you're talking about. Holy crap. Doesn't help that I'm doing this in an unfamiliar, brand new car as well. Brand new to the game and brand new to me.
I wonder if that's true that time if I just put in a creepy faster.
Death the Killer, I've seen those ones. I've seen Slender Man as well.
If I was Jeff the Killer didn't pop out, you got Hero Bride. Sonic.exe, Slenderman, Sticky Toby, Ben Brown, that thing, Soul Silver, that thing, Slenderman,
Soul Silver?
Yeah.
I don't know what that one is.
Iggy Pop stuff.
I don't recall that one. I just know of the game Soul Silver because it's a freaking banger.
There's Sonic.exe again, Smile Bob, Isle of Dead, Zombie Slenderman, Ben Brown, that, Sally, Isle of Jack again, Hoodie from Marble Hornets, Nasty from Marble Hornets, I think that's Jeff, Slenderman, Suicide Mouse, I don't know what that is, that's like Nina the Killer, I think, Jane the Killer, I don't know what that is, up here, okay, Slenderman again, Nasty again, that fucker is, Alice Jack again, Nasty again, Sonic again, Jeff the Killer, Slenderman.
mean, what did you expect? This bit looks crazy. Bet I had the weight on the wrong side while I was turning. Braking, I mean. Bro, different elevations really screw up how I play this game. Here we go.
What? I mean, I've finished it multiple times. I'm Ray from Even Guys.
There we go. Holy crap, bronze? I don't like this map.
What? No,
Probably have to take like 20 seconds off my time just to get gold.
Make sure the vents actually open. Oh, you mean the quick plate? I just wish you weren't touching me whenever the wind was on. Yeah, quit touching me whenever it's on.
Oh my gosh, I have to brake so hard now.
Ah. What?
Dude, I don't drive first person in this game, but I almost feel like it's going to be easier in this map. Oh my gosh. I can't even see the road.
And there's this Ray.
Okay.
Boy, you have a friend coming.
Say what you want about him. He's got news with Steve.
Well, no, I just put you down, dude. Get back down. Get down. Get down.
Sir, get down!
Sir, get down! Sir, get down! I love that video in all of its iterations.
Get down. Down.
You're the idiot here. Stop staring at me with them big old eyes. I didn't even see where my ghost was. I'm just gonna keep going. Focus on the road, not my invisible opponent that doesn't exist.
Focus on the road, not my schizophrenia.
Or the elephant in my backseat. Yeah.
We're hurting traffic here.
Trying not to, pay attention. Gotta keep my eyes on the road.
Yeah.
That's a crazy place to put a check engine light. Puts on like this center like piece where you would like see a clock maybe above the radio and vents instead of anywhere on the dash. Wonder how accurate that is to the actual car. It's also kind of funny because this car has like 4 different like extra gauge clusters. One of them's for like turbo boost. One's oil temp as well. I think that's normal in the car. Yeah, that's normal, that's normal. Oh, they have coolant and oil temp. Oh, I see. Oh, it looks like there's a lot of them because they also group them all together in such a weird way, like all the small ones. $438. That's still bronze. I hate this map. I actually thought I could get silver right there. Their eyes back again. Yes, a lot of it. I eat rice with butter and salt, so honestly herbs isn't gonna matter, I don't think. It's like not gonna affect how it cooks. It's just gonna, have the herb taste.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can confirm it won't mess anything up. You're good.
Just make sure you don't add too much of the herb. It will probably, overpower stuff.
That's the only thing I do have issue dude, let me tell you, rice is very hard to get.
Yeah, because it's just...
such a simple flavor.
Yeah. I haven't tried adding, like, broth or anything when cooking rice, so I don't know what that's gonna do. Man, this map's hard. Of all things, I added cinnamon to my ramen yesterday. It tasted like fine. My issue was like since I had spicy ramen, it like they canceled each other out in a weird way. I already had the issue recently where I noticed it, I should say, where I can't tell if the ramen is still hot or it's the spice, so then I let it cool down and the noodles get really soggy. I was also kind of not very hungry yesterday when I made it, so I don't know if that was because of the new taste or I was just not feeling it. Because sometimes I'm like, well, I have to eat something, so I make food. Honestly,
very good, healthy meal with little to no
I don't know what else you could add because I just eat rice with butter and salt like I previously stated, so that's like good enough for me. I was gonna say, I thought chicken broth already had like a salty taste to it. I don't know though.
Not like the saltiest, but it's about that.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I didn't bring it up because I can't remember last time I had chicken broth in any like form. Dude, there's something about this car that just like I understand how this thing drives. Ignore the fact I just rammed into the wall after saying that. I wasn't paying attention. Doesn't make the car any less predictable for me though in this game.
It's Harry and Henry.
You're going to sleep? Alright. That was rough. Need a different line. I'm gonna be upset if I can't even get silver with my 8.6, but this is also a first attempt, so. What's that line right there? I got it. Silver, thank goodness. Whoa. I would have been really disappointed if I couldn't even get that. Oh man.
What the fuck is a chorus totem?
I thought you were gonna be like, what's a kilometer?
Fatal Jet has a chance to teleport you somewhere else instead.
That is very cool.
So instead of killing you, it teleports you out.
Yeah. It's a bit of a get out of jail free card, honestly. Unless it teleports you into lava. You had 2 wither bracelets. That's crazy. I just found one.
Two charm slots.
This is high energy. I might be able to get gold with a song like this playing. Oh, not with lines like that. I should say angles because I was going for an okay line.
Yo, enjoy, have fun.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, because I'm driving with the 8.6, the car that's more predictable for me. The map kind of grows on me. It's just wide enough for me to have a lot of fun with it, honestly. I hate maps where you kind of go slow. Even if they have like thin roads, that just typically whenever you have thin roads, it makes you like look faster, but it just doesn't feel as fast, at least for me. Like I feel like there's some like crazy drifts you could do on this map. Even if they're slower, you can probably get some like crazy wide ones going. Oh, that was like a complete right angle. Okay, I can take that in third. I thought so. It was really wide. Oh my gosh. Even the 8.6, if it gets too much angle on a downhill, it's not recovering. I hope I at least get... Actually, I probably will get silver again at least because I'm ahead of my ghost. I forgot to check how much it is for gold, like how far away it is. I was going to, and then I just completely forgot when I restarted. Alright. 2 seconds? Oh, okay. It's way closer than I think. I could totally scrape off 2 seconds. Maybe not in like... Not like this run or maybe next run, but I could totally do it in like a day. Pretty easily, I feel like. Okay, it's been a little extra slow there. Oh my gosh, that's such a hard downhill. I have to brake really early. Okay. If I can carry more speed through that and commit, I could do that in third. Oh man. Losing it. Ruining it. Just straight ruining it. Man, these 180s are hard on this map.
Somehow all your revs sync up with me speeding up on my boom.
It's funny. I'm still 2 seconds ahead, okay. I might be able to get gold then. Like, next attempt. What if I do stuff like that? Sheesh. Okay, yeah, I lost that run. No more good happenings. I was like trying to make up for time, dude. That I knew I was ahead on.
I set a Woodland Mansion on fire.
You and Cam keep setting them on fire.
I did it that time because it upset me. I went in there and only got 2 good tiddlywinks of loot. Also, Cam and I weren't coordinating that, by the way.
What, lighting the woodland mansions on fire?
Yeah, we weren't coordinating that. We're not.
Forget break if you want to be fast. This map specifically, I think, is a little too downhill for me to not just like tire brake. I need to figure out like the entire line and get it down really good, since the new sky. Well, I think the map is literally called something Skyline. I have to brake way earlier compared to Mohogi. I think that's the one I drive a lot because it's just like even terrain the whole time and really wide roads. I'm partly driving it honestly because it's the new map, but I'm not driving the new map in the, I should say finished map. The finished map and the new car. The FC is a little too oversteery for me on this map. The 86 is my vehicle. I say I know how to use it, but then I'm like taking that giant wide angle in second. You can probably do these 180s in third, but I do not commit. Did the music stop? I think it did. Let me just like fix that. I'm interested if you're, for your opinion, LL Garage, if you use the handbrake in this game, assuming you play this game, I should say, because some corners are probably way easier with a handbrake, but I feel like they're faster if you don't use a handbrake. I don't, realistically, I haven't really found any corner where you can't take it like with just normal braking. I just feel like if you take it with the handbrake, it's just like easier with weight shifting, so you don't really have to think about it all too much. Because in this game, it really just like whips your car around. I did almost the exact same thing there, dude. I like doing TOF runs, but I would hate to do one on this map.
I'd feel about doing it in real life.
I'd probably be fine, because I'd just be driving like 5 over the speed limit at most, and that's it. I think I just have to take that in second. I don't know if there's any realistic way I can take that in third. There probably is, but I'm not good enough at doing it. Or there might be, but I'm not good enough at doing it. Okay, this was just like the other run where I got like a second off. I just have to not throw. I'm throwing. I was looking at chat. I started with this game, but then I moved on to something more realistic. I only play Assetto Corsa. I can't touch that game without a wheel. I have, or I used to have a wheel, so I played it like a tad bit, but I just cannot touch that game without a wheel. It does not have good controller support at all. There are probably mods for it to have better controller support, but also the game is so huge, I'm like, ugh, I'm just gonna have it uninstalled until I get a wheel again. But I'm not gonna get any crappy wheel. I'm just gonna, at minimum, I want to actually have a clutch pedal and not have to use like a button. I think I remember I used like the A button on the wheel as a clutch because I wanted to see if it was. I just want to test it, honestly. But then I also want to not use paddle shifters, you know, H pattern shifter. Gaming. Though years can competing in kart championships and training in simulators, I can really notice how my technique has changed a lot. Really, the original cars are horrible. Oh, in Assetto Corsa, or in this game, because I can see both. In Assetto Corsa, I like driving at least like something that says it's tuned, or a modded car that's been tuned. This sort of stock cars is probably... Is it because they're stock they probably drive so bad? I actually don't know. Because if they're stock, I fully understand why they drive so poorly. I started with the, like, I guess you can say, like, beta quote-unquote version of this game called Initial Unity. But now it's Toge something. I do like this game. I just wish there was... Actually, what do I want out of this game, since they're still working on updates? I hope they change... Let me start with something more realistic. Always more maps are welcome. Ones that are like iconic from Initial D, since this is what inspired it initially. It was the arcade games. Like Initial D Infinity 8. That game's so much fun. I've emulated that one. That one's amazing. Great arcade game. That was when I still had the wheel. You can kind of play it without a wheel, but it's not much fun. I've played Initial Unity as well as played Initial Unity well at launch. Yeah, that one, I liked how the physics were in that one. It's a bit more smooth. I don't like how fishtaily all the cars are in this game. Something that I don't... What?
I said Fiat 500 top, please. 5 million years, please.
That thing would be horrible to try to drift a Fiat 500 because of its rear engine. Not saying that you can't. That'd be such a pain to do. I started to get irritated because it's difficult to control the car when cornering.
So what I hate is no matter how hard I tried, even if I like got back in safe, I would not be able to cosplay Reaper, I don't think.
I'm definitely gonna do Jason Voorhees one time.
Bro, I will make you a hockey match.
Did you get irritated in... So you're saying you got irritated, like, drifting in this game? You said you got irritated in this game through the corners. Did you try all the cars? Because maybe you're trying to grip race and that's why it was kind of rough. Or better yet, have you tried drifting in Assetto Corsa and getting good at that? Because I bet if you got good at like more simulation-based drifting, this game would be easier, I should say. Oh, gold. That was a really bad gold run. It is a longer map, to be fair now. It's like a 4-minute map on the low end. Oh my gosh. I was thinking about trying to get the Tofu records on all the maps with the 8.6, but not like the fastest Tofu runs, but like just the fastest 8.6 Tofu runs. I have like, what, 2 records and that's it? I'd even select Tofu Delivery. I do like the Tofu Delivery game mode in this game because it makes you slow down and like pay attention to how the car handles. That's assuming you're trying to go for like 100% tofu, which you really should. Because how the tofu runs work is a 99% run that's really fast will never beat a 100% run. It's always whichever one has the highest tofu health. I really hate this map. This one's not fun. That one's fun. That one's alright. That one's alright. That one's alright. I like that one. This one's my, I guess you call, home map. I'm the best on this one. In fact, since we have the new FC, I'm gonna drive the FC some. I like how the game style worked, but sometimes it seemed not to respect my commands, as if the car wasn't in your control. I get that whenever I brake into corners, honestly. Sometimes if you like, your weight's all on the left and then you brake and then you're trying to like turn left, it's like, oh no, I only want to drift to the right. That's your only option. Oh man. This car especially is really oversteery compared. It feels like a slightly more heavy 8.6 to me. More heavy, more power. So then it can just like really slide out the back if you're on full gas sometimes through the corners. I'm also now not used to this low down camera after doing the other map. There we go. Now we have to do a 99% run or reset. Basically, any damage to the tofu is going to make it a 99% run. But you can take, if you drive careful enough or you try pushing the limit really hard, you can just do like little fractions of a percent so it still counts as 99%. It doesn't show your like lap split. Is that what you call it? But like the checkpoints where you would get your time for that like part of the map. Like right there, the tofu went not paying attention. The tofu went red because, well, it got damaged, but it's still at 99%. So you have to find a balance of driving the car smooth, but you know, still pushing the car as much as you can. Braking too hard, as you saw just then, also does in the tofu. I think it's actually a underrated mode. I feel like, especially if people are learning to play the game, they should play this to start. Honestly, because it's like you have to like slowly ramp up, especially for something like this, to keep your tofu at like high health. Especially if you just like completely smack into the wall, you just fail. Because sometimes it's really frustrating, because I remember when I first played like the Unity version, just smacking into walls left and right and only getting bronze. It's really, really annoying because I'm actually like an okay driver in like Forza. Not Motorsport, but like Horizon. I turn off like all the assists except ABS. I'm not good at braking. But I'm like an alright grip racer. I know like conceptually how to do all like, oh, you take this line, you brake here, yada yada yada. But I was also like alright at drifting in the game. But like coming over to this, because we don't have tuning and stuff yet, you just kind of have to bear with the car as is, or change to a different car. You have to definitely either find the car you like or really change how you drive for this game. Earlier in the stream, I did, I think, a 98 or a 99 on this map with this car. But I didn't get I got like an okay time. I think I did a 99 or a 98, but let's see, the time was 4 minutes, 8 seconds. So I think I could do a 4:10 with 100% pretty easily if I was actually trying to keep the tofu from breaking. Man, why did it break there? Have you ever raced in a real kart? My first time was insane. I still remember the emotion. I haven't raced in like... I've raced go-karts, but I haven't raced in like really fast outdoor ones. I would love to try that. Or maybe if they have like really fast indoor ones. I remember the local place where I grew up had a go-kart track, but to race the faster ones, you had to race clean, as in like not bumping into people, and also get like a certain speed to like, I guess, show that you're competent. I never got to race the faster ones, even though me and my friend knew I was competent driving them because of the fact that I wasn't too far behind his times, but that's also because I'm like the weight of a paperweight. I'm like not a very heavy person. I'm very light, which, you know, it's just free weight reduction, you know? I would love to try some like faster outdoor like karting. I've seen some videos. It looks like a whole lot of fun. It looks like a good way to scratch the itch of like racing without risking your own car and its health and the maintenance, or getting a project car and then you have to deal with it like conking out all the time. Assuming, you know, you just get a cheap project car for something like that. But then, you know, going to the track, yada yada yada. I would love to get a project car, but my main car doesn't even work right now, so I have to focus on that. It's not that it doesn't work. It has a pretty bad issue with it. It's like misfiring on all cylinders. And I can't figure out what it is. My guess at this point, it has to be like something maybe fuel delivery related. Or maybe it's I wish it was as easy as a sensor, but my code on it doesn't say anything about any of the sensors. No, maybe you'll end up liking it. I actually Brazilian, about a month ago, I finally bought my own AE86. Is it like the Brazilian model of the 86, or is it like what your own like personal favorite car? Because that, at least in initial D, that this is like my dream car, getting an 86. I don't care if I have to get the American like GTS and then just put all the mods on it, or import one later down the road. I would really want to get an 86. Because I know in other regions they call cars, you know, just different names, different branding. Because, shoot, I don't remember what it was called, but in the Philippines they call the 86 something else. I actually almost got this car that I'm driving right now, the RX-7 FC. I saw one on sale, but I couldn't get there quick enough to buy it off the guy before he sold it. I had the money, or I was saving up the money. I needed like another paycheck, I think, and then I would have been able to buy it. But he sold it before I was able to get there the weekend I was going to buy it. I would have loved to have one of these cars. It is nice having, though, with my current car, a like 4-door, because I like having the knowledge that like if I have to drive around not only just more than one person, like cargo of any sort, I can do it and have like room to spare. We consider it as our AE86, you know, rear-wheel drive, easy and always fun to drive. It taught me exactly the way it taught Takumi. That's awesome. I had to learn manual on the car I'm currently talking about. I have a Subaru WRX, all-wheel drive, 4 doors. I was gonna say it's one of the newer models, but at this point it's old because it's like 07. So it's pretty old at this point. Man, I just keep on breaking the tofu just by like what I feel like is very simple movement. It's probably because I'm just trying to multitask. 415. Ugh, that's awful. I'm also comparing it to my 8.6 score. Well, time. Alright, I'm gonna try doing time trials and actually pushing the car. I was doing it towards the end. Because this is my PB. This was yesterday, around the time when it was either yesterday or the day before the update came out, but I got a solid time, 4:03. Actually, is that faster than my 8.6 time? There's no way. Okay, it isn't. I have a 4:01. I haven't got sub 4 minute yet on this map. I would love to. I would love to also maybe try doing it in the tofu mode. That'd be crazy. Chevrolet 1.6 SL. Unfortunately, the images that appear are different from our car. Oh, so they did they like change it for Brazil? That's interesting. I know in the US, our version of the 8.6, they call it the GTS. It's a Toyota Corolla GTS. It is like near the exact like carbon copy of the 8.6. It's just it has like GTS slapped on the side of it. There might be some other minor differences with it, but it is as close as you can get to an 8.6 without importing one. The 3-door hatchback and all. I can't tell if this has to be my Ghost, because who else drives on like the sidewalk like that? Sometimes the line just throws me onto it, so I'm like, alright, I'll just like take the extra like foot of space and try to work with it. I want to say I mess up on the later half of this run, so I might be able to catch up. For example here, I'll read that if I fall super behind. I see the message though. Okay, this is a straight. Here, for example, there is a super simple version of the Golf called the GOL. This is a completely different car from a Golf and is much simpler, precisely to be a popular car. Dude, I wish here in the US we just didn't have so many stupid regulations with cars nowadays, because like you know the giant like media centers, the like giant iPads they slap in the middle of the cars. You're required to have a backup camera now on cars in the US. So we're never gonna see like a more simple car like ever, which really makes me upset, because you know sometimes you just want a car to do exactly get you from like point A to point B. You don't need to be able to play Angry Birds and Subway Surfers in your car. It just makes things more complicated, you know, when you have to do maintenance. Like, oops, sorry, this single wire went out, and now it's like, oops, sorry, you have like no access to half of your controls on your car. Because some cars will also put like the AC controls and crap in it. No more AC knobs. All that stuff's so annoying. Or radio. They'll also put radio controls on it. That's something else I like about the 8.6. Not only that it's like bare bones, no traction control, no ABS. You have to just learn the car and how to drive. No assistance. But it's precisely all you need in the car. Just like 120 horsepower. Rear wheel drive, so it can be fun. And it gets you from point A to point B with good gas mileage. There's like no extra frills or anything. And since it's like one of them like retro hatchbacks, you have like some space in the back. Even though it's like a 2-door, it technically has 4 seats, but man, you would have a hard time even fitting like someone as small as me in those back seats, honestly. The simplicity really captivates me in these old cars. I know exactly what you mean. It's not only that, it felt like cars back then had personality to them. I feel like you could take an image of you could just take a picture of the road in the US with what cars are being driven. I just feel like there's no character, there's no class in cars anymore. Just people aren't as big around cars anymore. That's probably why as well. Like Porsche. Porsche makes an SUV, the stupidest looking SUV in the world, because people are buying SUVs. It's probably all the like moms in their 40s and stuff. So it's like, we should get into that. I mean, you know, Porsche they're not like gonna stop selling the 911, dude. That freaking car is awesome. But it's just like cars are boring now. A lot of them. Yeah, everything is very similar. I'm glad you agree. They all look like the same, like, pebble you would find in the river to me. I will say recently, though, Toyota's been making the GR Corolla. That's actually a really interesting car to me. Because now it's a more sporty car, and guess what? There's no automatic. It's for car enthusiasts. But of course, like I've said, you still have to have that, like, center screen panel thing. It's an all-wheel drive car that you can also change the split of the all-wheel drive, which is cool. It's a really stupid looking car, but at least it's stupid and different instead of like stupid and the same. I want to say it's a 4-door as well. It's like barely a 4-door. One of the ones where like the door rides up right against the wheel almost on the frame. Oh, that's a lot of grass. I'll read that message here in a second after I get on a straight, because I feel like I'm kind of actually battling the ghost for once instead of following the line. Alright, at least here in Brazil, cars have also started to lose their colors. Most are gray and white, perhaps to be even cheaper, but it makes everything very, like very monotone. I feel like it's not because it's cheaper. I bet it probably actually is partly that. I feel like it's just because they're the ones that sell the most as well. Which sucks. At least, like, I feel like it would be cool to have, like, texturing or something. Not like a matte finish. Matte finish looks, in my opinion, really bad on cars. Maybe on wheels, but for the whole body, I think a matte finish doesn't look good. Like the really flat look. The worst I've ever seen is like I saw an SUV in the city. It was a matte gray, but it looked like the base coat matte gray. It looked like the car was unpainted. It looked absolutely terrible. I wouldn't doubt it was a wrap though instead of paint. But that and I was talking about like textures. I wish there was like maybe just put like a little bit of like sparkle or something on it. It just sucks that it's very, very much like you said, like monochrome, like black, white, and every other shade of gray. That's why it's like refreshing seeing like crazy wraps people do at car meets. Not in just color, but just like maybe they slap entire character or design on the side. Yeah, all with lots of bright colors. I see what you mean, because they probably do that to draw, you know, people to the lot, and then they'll probably still just buy a black or a gray or a white. As far as colors go, though, there's some cars that I cannot unsee without a certain color. Like the RX-7, like the FD, I cannot see that in anything but yellow or maybe black because of initial D. And then with the 8.6, I see it in white because it is like the Panda, like two-tone white. That's so iconic to me. But like even then, it's technically monochrome, but like it has like some extra flair to it. Even though this is like a common like commuter car, the like the 8.6 Corolla. They also had a limited like black edition run of the 8.6. That looks pretty cool because it has I think it says like black edition on the side in gold. That looks awesome. But also the Subaru WRX, since they did rally, or Subaru used to do rally races. I don't know if they even do anymore. I think they're just getting into it again recently. No, I can't see anything other than the Subaru like rally blue. If WRX isn't in blue, it's hard for me to like imagine it at all. Do I have any water? I need some water. Some cars really marry simple colors. Yeah. It would be just nice to have more accenting just already on cars. One thing I kind of don't care for though, as just the look, like if someone is doing it for the look, like racing numbers or like racing brands, I just don't really get with that. I understand why people do it when they are actually like, you know, racing cars, because that's their sponsors. That's who's like paying them to race. But I don't, it doesn't like get under my skin if someone like does it after a certain racer, I guess. I think that's cool. I just don't really follow like competitive anything. The most I've like followed competitively was like Counter-Strike. I followed a little bit of Counter-Strike when the pro player Shroud was still on a team with I think Cloud9 last, before he retired from it. But he's like so good at FPS games, it's insane. My channel today probably doesn't have content about cars I managed to buy, but I intend to record them and show improvements and how the project is progressing. I remember I had a friend in high school that had they had their own YouTube channel, and they turned it, I think, now into their like project car channel, which is interesting. It reminds me that I bought my current car with I knew it had a little bit of issues with it. I was like, you know what, I'll take this car and learn car stuff off of this car. And then I'm like, all right, cool, engine misfire, I know what's wrong with it. And then I've done all the basic stuff to fix it, but none of it has worked. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just bite the bullet and we'll take it to a mechanic, because this is sickening. It's probably some like really bizarre specific thing. It could even be electrical, which would also suck. Because I would have never figured it out if it was electrical. I'm not like probing my car with a multimeter. From what little I've asked, people hardly know about Brazil's under-the-wheel wonders. I wanted to show everyone how incredible Brazilian automotive culture is. That would be interesting, because from what you've described, it's like, yeah, you might have like this car or this car, but it's just that car in name, and then mechanically it's different. I wonder also how it affects. I wonder if there's actually any tuning they've done differently as well. Not only just like maybe removing stuff or mechanical changes. I wonder if it actually makes the car drive marginally different. I only recently gone to some level of car culture because of Initial D. I watched it way later from when it came out, because I think it came out, what, like 1998 originally, which is freaking forever ago at this point. 26 years. I looked at my date to know oh yeah, it's 2024. But there was something so captivating to me about how Takumi is... He might drive really, really good, but in the grand scheme of things, his car kind of makes him the underdog throughout the series, even though he wins just about every race. It's the fact that despite the car he has, and even though his father's tuned up the car, the fact that he has no assistance and he drives the car that good. He's just that good of a driver. Just, I guess, more about the driver than the machine to a certain degree. That's what also made the last race so interesting. If you watched Initial D, was like, okay, now we take the underdog car and then put it against the same thing. Because I want to say they raced the 8.6 versus 8.6 twice. I think it only happened twice in the series. Takumi's 8.6, and then there were some other dudes. And then Takumi's friend technically had an 8.5, so I won't include any races there. But he never raced against Takumi or anything, so... But the last race was almost worth the entire series to me, honestly. 5th stage, holy crap. It's also nigh impossible to imagine the series without Eurobeat. That's why I kind of didn't like the movies to a certain degree. Like, oh my gosh, the animations and camera angles are insane. But man, they chose J-Rock instead of Eurobeat. Man, this feels wrong. Not saying the music itself was bad. Like, the J-Rock songs are actually pretty good. It's just that they're so intertwined with each other at this point, Eurobeat and Initial D, or maybe even just like drifting as a whole. It's hard to see. It's hard to race without it. Here our engine upgrades generally use Fuel Tech, a technology developed by Brazilian. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what Fuel Tech is. The only fuel-related thing I know of is the, well, never mind, I forgot. Just kidding. Gaslit myself into not knowing. Actually, that isn't really fuel-related necessarily. I was thinking about Honda's VTEC. VTEC's interesting. I think VTEC switches to, like, different size cams depending on the revs of the car. That's really cool. VTEC is life. Dude, I was thinking, I don't think I would ever be the first one to do it. Even if somehow I got my hands on an 8.6. But I want to see the new Toyota engine from the GR Corolla they have. I want to see that in an 8.6. Much power without turbo. Yeah, that is crazy. Just NA, naturally aspirated power. That's also what if I remember correctly from Initial D, that's what kept the balance in Takami's car, was the fact that it was naturally aspirated the entire way through. The new engine though that Toyota has for that GR Corolla is a 3-cylinder turbocharged engine with 300 horsepower. So 100 horsepower per cylinder. That's freaking nuts. Basically more horsepower than the average, 4-cylinder does. All with, a less cylinder, or one less cylinder. I would love to see how that would handle in an 8.6. Also, like, sound. That'd be a crazy engine swap. And I know for sure, because the 8.6 is basically barren in the engine bay, because it's like, there's like nothing going on in there. No ABS, no traction control. There's room for the swap. You could probably swap whatever engine you wanted in that thing. It just come down to, can you be the traction control and let all the power through the tires? And also, second, thin tires. You gotta put some beefier tires on that thing. How long have I been streaming? Oh my gosh, almost 2 hours. Dude, I can drive this map all day. Blindfolded? No, I can't go that far. I know this map enough from driving in both the arcade games for Initial D and Initial Unity and this game that it is just a relaxing thing to do. It's also nice having an active chat member like you, LL Garage. Because on occasion I'll get lurkers. So most of the time I'm not... It's hard for me to talk about nothing. It's hard for me to like come up with subjects without bouncing off of something first. But sometimes I'll try to, even though there's no one in chat, to just talk about something. So if someone does come into chat, they might be more inclined to, like, engage in a conversation. I'm hoping at some point to do more, or get in the groove with more video editing. Because I have so many, like, clips where I'm, like, not streaming and it's like, oh, that was really funny, or that was really good. But I just haven't put them in a video because it's such a pain to video edit for me. It's nice getting to see the end product, but the steps to get to that end product through video editing really drag me down. Yeah, Patrick, you always lurk, though. I would honestly, I would rather take a lurker than someone that isn't here at all. Especially since for YouTube monetization and stuff, you need like 4,000 watch hours in a year. So you need people to watch your content for 4,000 hours in 1 year. So you can't like have it spaced out between 2 years, for example. And then you also need 1,000 subscribers, but that's not that hard, honestly. Subscribers just come with time, honestly. They'll just slowly, like, go up. The watch hours, though, oh man. You either have to have a consistent viewer or two, or a couple while streaming, or you have to make really, really good content. But if you're making really, really good content already before getting 1,000 subscribers, and you're getting, like at least like 10,000 views, you're gonna get those watch hours really quick. I just feel like I'm doing something wrong whenever I'm doing the, whenever I make videos, because I get like no views. It's either the content itself is bad, or I'm not advertising it very well with the thumbnails and titles. I also don't want to be just straight up clickbaity. That's just not how I want to do things. There's like a certain gray line I guess I have to ride Let's see. I only stream for roughly 2 hours. If I'm having a fun time, I normally stream for longer, honestly. But I think I'll do another car, and then that'll be it. I think this is a well, is that an evolution? That's a Civic. That's a Cappuccino. That's I think that's supposed to be the Sylvia. That's the the 350 Nissan 350. Now that's a Lancer Evolution. I actually kind of don't like how the all-wheel drive cars control in this game. Oh, dude, Miata. Dude, Miata is love. Miata is life. I'll end the stream driving the Miata, and then since this map is like roughly 4 minutes long, that'll be 2 hours. I'm just like, I'm looking at the time right now because my throat's hurting because I guess I haven't been drinking enough water while I've been doing this. I need some more of that water in my system, dude. Okay, I have to start in first. One of the only cars that you can really just start in second in this game, I guess, is just the 8.6. The thing has enough horsepower and is light enough to do so in this game. Oh man, this thing is slow. I need to just like be on the gas the whole time. I don't know what the car wants from me. I think it wants racing lines. I almost thought about getting a Miata as well, but then I was like, I have two seats. 2 seats is like no backseat, not even the fake back seats. So if you have to put something somewhere, it's like, well, there's no space. Like imagine like it's like you and a buddy, like you just grab Taco Bell or something. Like the passenger's just gonna have to keep like the trash or something on the floor in front of him, in between his legs, something like that. It's nice just being able to throw stuff in the back seat, you know. Even if it's something like a BRZ where it also is like you are not fitting someone in those back seats, like ain't no way. You can really tell it's a Japanese car because of the unrealistic height standards for the back seat. Probably even for Japanese you would have to fit like for Japanese people on average, females are much shorter in Japan. Well, I should say male and females on average. So you would have to find like a short female, so like someone that's like 5'1", and they would probably maybe fit in the back seat of those cars. It's insane. It's also funny because I have a friend named Josh where he's like, he's quite the tall guy, but like the only reasonable car he can, like sporty car he can fit in is like a BRZ. He has to like hike the seat all the way back, but he can kind of fit in a BRZ. Like for a lot of other Japanese cars, you would probably have to like take the seats out and put custom seats or like bucket seats in it or something. I actually don't know if he would even be able to fit with bucket seats in some cars. I haven't sat in bucket seats either myself. I've just seen how deep they go, so it's like, oh man, this adds like a lot of room. Surprisingly. You just don't realize how extra like padded seats are in cars until you like sit in a bucket seat, because they're just what you need, as in like the minimum for a seat without feeling, you know, awful. That's also if you get a like good brand bucket seat. I'm also braking really early in this thing because this thing is, dude, if the 8.6 is a paperweight, this is a piece of paper. Like, oh my gosh, I took the inside line there without braking. That was stupid. This is for the people that just want to stay on the gas the entire time, even more than the 8.6. It's really weird because it doesn't want to drift, which is really funny because I feel like the Miatas are like a drifting car. Or maybe it's just that these roads are way too wide for it to drift on. I guess it really, if I have to drift, it has to be a really shallow angle. I can't like throw the back out too much, or it's like the power's so little it can't drift. Sending failed? Why did that happen? I did get a gold. I don't drive this car very much. It's not my style. You would think I would drive this considering I'm really bad at braking, so I have way more room for it. But I think I've just got so used to the lines and braking for the 8.6 where it's like, this feels wrong. I do see I have like 4 concurrent viewers, which is kind of crazy, so I'll race some more. Just around 9.5 seconds for platinum. That's not happening. I'll try though. If anyone in chat that's watching has any car suggestions, please throw them out. Like cars that I could drive in this game. I don't mind changing up the car at all. It is nice getting a break from the same old. I'll ride out playing the game a little bit more, but typically I stream for roughly 2 hours. If I'm having a good time, it can go way over that. It's also partly I only do 2 hours because I want to do more stuff in the day. I try to like, if I'm streaming that day, I would like to get in the habit of doing video editing after I do streaming. Even though I'm like, sometimes I'm like kind of mentally tired at least from streaming. Not very much, but I kind of I'll start to procrastinate a lot more if I've streamed that day and I open up my video editor to do something in. I'll typically also stream only on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then the days in between I use for video editing. But at least I should say recently, I think it was what, Thursday? Yeah, last Thursday I didn't stream. I forgot what I was doing. Or was it Tuesday? I might have skipped Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, rip. No, I streamed something on Tuesday. Well, if I streamed, what was it? Spider-Man. I streamed Spider-Man. I need to finish up that game. I'm really bad at single-player games. Not as in, like, performance, but finishing them. It's so easy for me to just have a game and then forget to finish it because I get burnt out on it. Like the Spider-Man, like Marvel Spider-Man Remastered is really freaking good. If you like Spider-Man, oh my gosh, it's like the game for you if you see it on sale especially. But my issue is just like I get burnt out on the like the gameplay loop of single player games most of the time. What keeps me playing multiplayer games is the PvP, like the always increasing amount of, I shouldn't say always increasing amount, the factor of there's always someone better than you in the like PvP game. So especially if you're like a competitive person, like man, you can always be climbing the ranks, you can always be doing something better. Like for me, I don't mind like playing Counter-Strike all frickin' day. I'll get like angry, of course. That is a given for me when I play Counter-Strike, because I'll typically get angry at my own gameplay because I'm like, I won't have the foresight of what I should do and not do it. Like sometimes, you know, like your brain tells you like you should do this, but then you like ignore it. For me, it's like I think the guys are gonna, like, the enemy team's gonna do this, this, and this, so I'm gonna do this. And then it might work for a while, and then... Actually, no, what tends to happen, it feels like, is... I'll try to predict what the enemy does, and it's not right, but then it turns out to be true the rest of the game. Like, I cannot read opponents, like, at all for some reason. I'm so bad at it, it seems like. There are times where it happens, obviously, where I'm like, alright, I have such a, like, read on this guy. I could sit in the exact corner he won't check and knife the guy. But there are also so many times when I'm playing Counter-Strike, I'll be on CT side. I go B, they're A. Alright, cool. We lost that round, so they're probably gonna go A. I'll go A this round. They went B. Why would they go B on a buy round when they have A whatever. Alright. Alright, I'll go B again. Oh, sorry, they're A. They always will flip the sites they're on when I flip the site, so then I have to play retakes. But I've played so many retakes because of that. I'm probably slightly better at retakes. It's just that I'm not that good at retakes. I'd rather hold the site than retake. It's because it's like, oh, now the time is of the essence. I should probably also, when I'm playing Counter-Strike, I need to figure out how to, get off a site and then play retake with a bigger team. I almost never do that. I'm always like, it is do or die. Dude, if you're planning the bomb, it's because you've killed me and I'm not on it. That's always how it is for me. I need to figure out when there's a good situation to just let them have sight and we retake. Like, maybe if I'm like a controller or something and I have my smokes still. I say that as if I'm playing Valorant. Like, maybe if I still have my smokes, we could use those for retakes. Or maybe if I haven't used all my nades yet. But if I've already used all my nades, I think that's, in my opinion, a good time to just say, if I die holding sight, I die holding sight. But sometimes you just get one-tapped immediately. You can't do anything about it. You can't make a decision. Sometimes it just be like that. It just be like that on both sides. Sometimes you're on attacking, it's like, oh, well, I just got one tap immediately when I got peeked, or I got opt because the guy was sitting in the op spot. I had an AK. There's no way I was gonna hit that one tap. One, because I'm not good enough, and two, because the AK sometimes will just miss those. But I would love to do some more, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, Counter-Strike streams. But it is it is always more fun when you have a full party of 5. Like, even 4 is really fun, but there are sometimes, there's a one guy that is not very fun to be around. I actually had that experience like a couple days ago, where we were doing a 4-man and our 5th fell asleep. He was taking a big nappy. So we went and did a 4-man on Office, the most casual map ever. Keep in mind, yes, it does say competitive. Here's the thing. Premier is the new competitive mode. Not gonna diss anyone trying to get their rank up, you know? But ranks are now per map. So you have a rank for Dust 2, Office, all the maps are separate ranks. So this guy was getting upset that we were playing the game. Like, not throwing, keep in mind. We were actually, like, playing the game. I was trying to teach 2 of my friends what they should do, what they should buy every now and again, but not trying to hold their hand so much that they don't feel like they're having fun, or make it feel like they can't experiment with the weapons or anything. But the guy was just like, he was not having it. He was like me a couple of, like, a long time ago, I should say, because now I've almost played Counter-Strike for 10 years. Holy crap. It was like me in the beginning, where all I wanted to do is get my rank up, so I'd only play like Dust 2 and Mirage, and maybe a little bit of Train. I hate Train, but I'd play it. Cash. But It's always been kind of an unwritten rule in Counter-Strike that Office is for, like, yes, it's in the competitive map pool, but it's for when you're screwing around with your friends, because it's a unbalanced and bad map. There's no reason why you should be trying to focus on getting your rank up on an unbalanced map. But this guy, he just really, really wanted to get his rank up, and he was upset that we were so bad. Well, it was because we had two people. One of them literally probably the second time they've ever played Counter-Strike, and then for the other, probably like 4th or 5th. And we were just trying to have some fun without, you know, throwing away the game. Like, if we're a 5-man, if someone is going to just suggest a funny strat, like, dude, let's freaking do it, because it would be funny. Because it's our ranks that matter. We don't care, we just want to have fun on Office or Mirage or whatever. The Premier is like the new ranked, honestly. Alright. I didn't mean to restart. I'm gonna drive the if it'll let me pause. I'm gonna go drive the new car. Dude, look at the Miata with its headlights up. Yeah, baby. Let me go drive the FC. Okay. So the car is really oversteery because I want to say balance and power. That's kind of an oxymoron. If it's balanced, the power wouldn't be an issue. So I guess it would be power. It has a little bit too much power, honestly. If I'm being, yeah, honest. I should say for me. So, car settings. Is there anything I can do? Adjust the max amount of steering input allowed as car travels. Okay, let me adjust this like 5% more, right? Reason why is because, like I said, this car can get oversteery really easy. So if I'm going really fast, it shouldn't be as much of an issue if I'm going really fast for it to get oversteery. So I can do more precise movements, I hope. Dude, I was using all the road. Oh, this is weird after driving the Miata. Oh, that was a good line that Ghost took. I don't think it's mine. I try to take the same lines that I would if I was driving the 8.6 almost every time. Not that one. That line was really bad. Sometimes I get way too caught up watching the Ghost in front of me instead of watching the line I should be taking. Because I guess my brain's kind of subconsciously like, yeah, they have a faster time than you if you follow them and just make their line better. But it's more like if I follow them, I should, you know, be able to match their time. Because I want to say that, at least for this car, or maybe because the game settings got flipped around, it should be downloading ghosts of the time in front of me. So on the like online leaderboards, it will always be a faster time and it won't be showing my own like old time. I prefer having my old time so I can refine my own line and where I'm doing stuff. And also sometimes I'll be like, okay, I know I mess up here because I remembered the Ghost does it, so then I'll double make sure to not mess up here sometimes. But I have that issue when I'm doing a race as well. Not in this game, but like racing games. I tend to follow the opponent in front of me instead of following a line. I'm following their line. But if I'm always following their line, I'll make the same mistakes as them. Therefore, how am I ever gonna pass them? That was really bad. I'm gonna commit to the run, not because I know I can catch up, but because I'm gonna end stream after this one. I saw that my concurrent viewers went down from 4. It did actually quite a while ago, but if I'm starting to get like some people, like some eyes on me, I don't want to leave right after they get here. So be it if it's like an extra 30 minutes. Like, who knows, maybe they'll become like, instead of a lurker, they'll get promoted to like chatter on their own means. I should also note that if someone likes lurking, honestly, you do you. I don't think you should ever feel inclined to like chat if you don't want to. As long as like you're here and enjoying yourself, I think that's why I'm streaming, and that's why you're watching. You wanna be entertained, and I'm trying to do a little bit of the entertaining. And if chatting isn't under that umbrella of enjoying yourself during a stream, then so be it. Then I wonder for that type of person why they would even watch a stream. Maybe it's just impulsiveness. Maybe it was the title thumbnail and like they just saw it was like that was interesting. Doesn't matter if it's a stream or not. They just want to see what's going on. Or maybe it's something knowing that it's happening live as well. I don't know. Yo, Tiki, how's it going? I was just talking about chats. Chats? People that like watch streams and stuff. I was thinking about specifically the type of person that would watch a stream but lurk. Because my thought is, I thought the whole point of watching a stream is because it's like live and interactable is why people like streams. I'm also kind of looking at this partly as an outsider because I don't watch streams myself like nearly ever. I just watch normally, like I'll watch a stream VOD, but I almost never watch streams. Because whenever it's like a VOD, I treat it as like a podcast almost, just like background audio. Also just noticed the music stopped playing, so I'm just gonna click somewhere. Actually, no, look at this video. Dance 1 hour. Okay, I'm just gonna do this song. Excuse me. I'm interested to hear about what you guys think about that. Like, why do you specifically choose to watch a stream, or do you not specifically choose to watch a stream? Because I can actually understand why people do like watching a stream, especially maybe smaller streamers where there's not much going on. So then there's a lot more interaction with, you know, you specifically. You as in like, I guess kind of a third person. I just clicked on here because it's something live on my homepage. Ah, the wall. The title says 8.6 in it too, so that's really interesting because I almost had a really like plain boring title. I was just gonna put like they finally added it, and then just I almost erased the 8.6 out of the thumbnail because I took that screen cap from one of the Initial D movies, so I was gonna just have the FC, and then it's just be like they finally added it to the game or something. But I put 8.6 because, or I put sorry 8.6 because I always drive the 8.6 in this game because it's just like, I wouldn't doubt it's one of the best cars in the game, but also it is like exactly how I want the car to handle, just about comparatively to all the other cars, especially because there's no tuning in this game. No car well, scratch that. You can modify your car visually. There's a bunch of rims and wings and bumpers you can add, and even carbon hoods. And I think even some carbon fenders and stuff. But there's no actual like tuning of how the cars drive in this game. It'd be interesting to see in the future that. I think they said at one point. At one point, I think I read anyways that they're gonna in the future try to add tuning. I gravitate towards car stuff. Ah, okay. So it was probably you saw it on a homepager related video as something that's car related versus anything else that might have been on your homepage and not car related. I got it. I see. The wall. I didn't see that clearly, or I would have probably not went into it. That's interesting. I'm also glad that whoever's here is responding, because I feel like even if you get good data from YouTube, from their like analytics section, it is also really valuable to hear what you guys are interested in, or maybe why you clicked on the stream/video. It feels like a lot different, but probably better feedback than a comment, like asking for comments, especially because how small I am. I guess in a live stream, since it's more, I guess, I can't think of another word other than like intimate, since it's, you know, me literally talking to you guys now with probably a second or two of delay at most. So it's like I ask a question, it's like if you come up with an answer you feel like answering, you'll do it like right then and there. But then if I ask for comments in a video, one, I don't get very many views. Like, dude, like my last video was like 20 views, I want to say. So if we say it's a we'll say 1 in 50. So if I don't even get 50 views, I won't even get one comment. And then sometimes some topics aren't even very, very good for comments necessarily. Because like, since I try to make more comedic videos, like kind of like the Vanoss stuff, what really is there to comment about other than, dude, that part in like 2 minutes and 45 seconds, that was so funny. You know? Or maybe game suggestions, I guess. It's also interesting how you mentioned car stuff, because I don't really do much car stuff. I should say car related content, because I don't know if I don't know, and I don't feel that Forza anyways, since that was like one of the last bigger racing games I played, is that interesting of a game to just watch, especially because I just race against bots. I just kind of like, sometimes I'll even do the lap, like the actual race without the bots, and I'll just like autopilot, just drive in a circle, literally just driving in a circle. Did you say Vanoss a few minutes ago? I did say Vanoss, like Vanoss Gaming. He's one of the main inspirations for me doing YouTube and how I try to edit my videos. Him and Smitty, if you've heard of Smitty. I've been a long time watcher of Vanoss though, versus like Smitty. Smitty's more recent to me, a lot more recent. Dude, I remember Vanoss from the Black Ops 2 era videos, if that gives any timeline. Whenever he also first dropped the gold edition merch, the first million subscriber gold edition merch, that stuff. I have a golden Vanoss shirt somewhere. I sure hope I still have it, actually. I don't know where it is. Oh no, that makes me upset, dude. That makes me nervous. I might have lost it moving. That would honestly suck. Vanoss is the variable cam timing system acronym. Oh, I see, like VTech or MEVEC. I see. No, I meant Vanoss as in Vanoss Gaming. Now this is also interesting since I'm not like a car person. So I would have never have known that if you didn't like correct me on that. To change it up, I'll drive the WRX of this game. It's modeled after the 22B, which is a really freaking cool car to me. It sucks that there's so little of them out there in the world. I really don't like how the all-wheel drive, the all-wheel drive cars drive in this game. They probably do drive similar to an all-wheel drive car. The issue is the fact this is a drifting game. So you kind of just have to take like normal racing lines, so it's kind of boring. BMW stands for break my wallet. Of course it does. What else would it stand for? Big motor and wheels. I had to come up with something, some kind of extra acronym for it. Brown man's wish. Rivian Meat Wagon. That is definitely an acronym for BMW. I guess since you're more like car, like tech and hardware, I guess, inclined chat member, how do you feel about if you keep up with car stuff? How do you feel about like the new engine Toyota made for their GR Corolla? If you know about it. I think it's really interesting, both the car and the motor. I'm interested to see how they last. Durability. Because if I hear good things, I'm not very big into the new cars, honestly. Dude, give me back the 90s and 80s. I didn't get to live through that, but give me back the 90s and 80s. The 3-cylinder turbo, that's all I know. Dude, if you don't know horsepower numbers, 300 horsepower on 3 cylinders. Freaking nuts. I'm not that big of a car person, but I know that, you know, a lot of cars out there are 4-cylinder. Oh, they're only like 250 horsepower. This thing has like at least another 50. I've also heard, I just read a singular forum post on this, so take this with a grain of salt. The engine is overbuilt. So you can push the stock engine. That's freaking bonkers. I thought they were already kind of pushing it because it's turboed. It's a 3-cylinder turbo. No, we've overbuilt the engine. Have fun. And it's also the car, only manual. It's the car enthusiast car, dude. 4-door, which is good for me because I like being able to throw stuff in the backseat and not the non-existent backseat of a Miata or the near non-existent backseat of a BRZ. Those are both cars I thought about getting. My friend actually has a BRZ. He keeps it pretty stock, but I also remember getting to drive that thing once. He doesn't like the fact, actually, let me backpedal. So, I didn't know manual at the time, so he was just, like, trying to teach me on the road as we were going. And he discovers that he doesn't like how I drive and how I hug the right side of the road. So if we have the white line and the yellow line, I like put my tire next to the white line, if not on it. I would rather collide with like some nails or something on the side of the road. Or, yeah, some like nails or something on the side of the road instead of a incoming car. I have 87 BMW track car with a 2000 Volkswagen track car. Both with overbuilt engine, making stock power. They're reliable AF on track days. That's awesome, dude. How do you even like manage having 2 cars, honestly? It makes sense having like a daily driver, but then it seems like a lot of work to have a project car as well. But I'm also thinking about insurance. Like how much do you even have to, assuming you live in the US, like how much of a pain is it to get insurance on a second car like that? Because I haven't had to go through that process. I only recently found out there are plans for insurance where it's like per mile. So you only pay for the miles you drive, but there's also a minimum you need or they'll cancel the plan. I guess also like parking, like depending on where you live. Like if you live like in the middle of like nowhere, dude, who cares if you slap another car in the front of your yard? But like, man, in the city, and it's like, oh man, imagine living in there's no way, like, there are probably very little but few people out there that maybe live in an apartment complex or something and have 2 cars. Because there's just that much of a car person. But man, I could never imagine like street side parking. It's like, oh, let me park my second car. It's like, oh, dude, I have no freaking space for this just because it's crowded today. Wow. Then you have to park like all the way down the road somewhere else. But it seems like very much something like maybe if you're renting a house to like get a second car. But also because I'm not enough of a car person to really like, I can do maintenance, like I can change oil, that stuff makes sense to me. Spark plugs, coilovers, some basic stuff. I'm not enough of a car person to also be like, all right, you know what? I'm going to have 2 cars that might both die on me. Well, actually, it would be very unfortunate if both of them died, but you know, it would be nice having a second car in case one conks out. It's too much work. My DD is a cheap junker. I have 4 cars on my New York insurance, $330 a month without collision. I have a garage and a parking lot for these beasts. Own my own home. Ah, okay. So $330 a month for 4 cars. Because I don't have insurance on my car because I just canceled it because it's been that long since I've like drove my car, because it's just the laws around here are for emissions. So because of emissions, I have to pass emissions tests. So if I can't pass those, I can't re-register my car, which sucks. So because I have a pretty, I want to say pretty severe issue, which is all cylinder misfire. Because I can't fix the check engine light, I can't re-register the car, so I can't drive it legally. It sucks. It's a good thing I'm in the business. Yeah, imagine having to... I can't imagine having to, like, deal with that, not knowing much about it. Like, just having, like, 2 cars, like, getting a, like, maybe a normal car and then, like, a project car as well. I originally bought this car because... or like pick this one because I'm like, you know what, it has like minor issues with it. It's like, okay, it's like, we'll just like fix it, dude. I'll just like learn about cars with this car. Oops, sorry, all the common stuff for misfires, it's not fixing it. Have fun, idiot. I've done coilovers, spark plugs. Let's see, what were the other things? I haven't checked if it's a vacuum leak or something related to that because I don't have the tools to do it. I'm thinking about just taking it to a mechanic and have them figure it out. And then at least give me a quote for how much it is. Because if it's something like really big engine related, I'm just like, dude, this like 2008 WRX kind of sucks. I might as well get something else. I would like to stay something like a bit sporty, but if I have to, I might have to get like some crappy Corolla and just drive that around until I save up the money for an actually decent car this time, or next time. But the other issue is like I have a power steering fluid leak, which is not that bad, honestly. The leak itself, kind of bad, but to fix a leak, not the worst thing in the world. It's just that I think it's in a pretty crappy place. I can see it whenever I look at the car. It's dripping down from somewhere, so I think it's somewhere where I have to get like behind the engine. Oh, you're back. Time for Assetto Corsa. Do you have a favorite car you drive in Assetto Corsa LL Garage? You can only guess with me being an Initial D fanboy if I was picking up Assetto Corsa again, it would easily be the 8.6. I would also try to, probably next time I pick up the game with a wheel, I need to learn how to drive an all-wheel drive car. Or, well, I should say drive one better. Because it's really easy to, you know, just stay within grip really, really well. I want to get better at slip angle and whatnot in, like, a simulator. That's where all the real speed is, dude. Being on the limit of grip. You'd be surprised with how much fun can be had with a basic front-wheel drive car. WRXs are not good cars, not hating, just what I see in the business. From what I've researched, they're like pretty alright cars. It's just that stupid people do stupid things with them that don't know what they're doing, which makes them look like bad cars. Like the main issue the main issue that comes to mind with WRX is like, oh, head gaskets. Alright, that was a manufacturing or mechanical issue with the bug eyes, which were like up until 2006 or something, and then they never had that issue again. And then it was also because, from what I've heard, like I said, like stupid people just, you know what? Stock everything. I'm going to give it more boost because turbocharger. Uh-oh, my gaskets blew up. Man, this car sucks. Oh, dude. Part unlocked. New wing. The reason why I even got a WRX is because they have, like, really good all-wheel drive systems, because I was living in a, pretty weather-related, like, I've had to go up what felt like a 15, it felt like a 30-degree incline up a hill in the snow where you cannot see the road type of snow. Like, bad enough some cars could not get up it for work. I'm like, okay, you know what? Bad weather. I also like driving in the rain. So I'm like, dude, I will feel very comfortable driving around in the rain in this thing. It wasn't only because of the all-wheel drive, is the fact it's a 4-door. There are very little 4-door cars, honestly, that are kind of more sporty. Because what's your other, like, big option for a 4-door? Let's see, the Lancer Evolution. Oh, sorry, we don't make this anymore, because Subaru, I guess, kind of just beat our butts with rally racing or something. So, yeah, we don't make the Evo anymore, so you're gonna have to pay, like, 20 grand for one. That's at least, I guess, during COVID prices, they were like that. I don't know what they are anymore. They're really expensive to get an Evo. I would love to like stick to a manual car, even if I get like kind of a more crappy one. I honestly wouldn't mind getting something like a cheap Miata that's like on its last legs to like drive around. I want to experience that car because there's clearly a reason why so many people drive this thing. Not only from what I know, the like deep sea worth of like car mods for it, but there has to be something else to it other than it being cheap. Evos hold their value because they're great cars until a moron gets a hold of it and ruins it. That's what I'm feeling like with the WRX, but I feel like because the WRX was cheaper, more idiots could get their hands on it. Crappy Miatas are a staple to track days and autocrosses. Dude, it's hard to name, it's hard to say car community without naming the Miata. They go hand in hand, in my opinion. I considered at one point getting a Miata, but it was because the reason why I want a four-door car is because like if I have to carry around, you know, more than one person, because I have a big extended family and stuff, so like if we have to go somewhere, it's like, oh well, I have one seat, but I really hate riding in a car with someone else as a passenger. I do not like riding with like how my mother drives, for instance. She is really hard on the brakes. I see them kicking butt at every event. That's freaking awesome. It's also cool seeing like sleeper builds, especially in a Miata. Dude, this thing might have a huge engine, but its freaking tiny tires can probably barely put all of it on the ground, assuming, you know, if they like were staying with smaller tires. I haven't really I don't think I've seen an actual event IRL. I have not seen a single car event. I haven't been to any of them. Car show or car meet or track day or anything. I just like cars because I watched cool anime cars, and they had some fairly accurate, from what I've researched, like recreations of the cars inside and out. I'm a driver, but I still like to ride around as long as the person driving is paying attention. Yeah. But I don't have it as bad as my friend that owns a BRZ, but like the fear that you're not holding the wheel and you're not in control of the car, I have that like to a very minor degree. Actually, speaking of Evo, since we have the Evo in this, I'll end on that. But actually end this time instead of what I said like 40 minutes ago. I kind of don't like how much power it has in this game, but that's probably just because I like driving the 8.6 so much. I love trying to get every ounce of power out of the car. I guess I should also say it's nice just being able to put like your foot down on the throttle, I guess you could say, in this game, especially for drifting. This car, well, all-wheel drive, it drifts better than the freaking WRX. That thing is like meant to be a grip racer in this game, in a drifting specific game, which is kind of funny. I say drift specific because in this game, partly depending on the car and the line you're taking and whatnot, drifting is faster in this game because of just how they coded it. You get some kind of speed boost or acceleration boost in some way, shape, or form when you drift in this game. But like this car, it gets the angle, but because it's all-wheel drive, you need a very like specific angle for it to do what you want, it seems. But also I want to say the wider your drift, the wider your drift, or like more angle you put in it, will also increase your speed in this game. I have multiple playlists of car racing that shows this car and the WRX drifting properly. Are they like rear wheel drive swapped or anything, or are they just drifting all wheel? I'm also interested if it's interesting thinking about trying to drift one of those cars stock, because you could probably find videos on like YouTube of people doing it, but man, it seems like such a hard thing to do. Snow, rain, I can see that happening, but like just on dry tarmac stock, man, that seems like a task and a half. It's also kind of weird in this game because you normally, you want to be close to red line when you're drifting, but in this game it's like, yeah, sure, you can just be like halfway through the RPMs, and as long as they're not dropping, you're good. Not swapped. Look on my best motoring playlist for the WRX. Alright, I might check that out after stream. Probably go make food first. What did I eat today? Okay, I didn't eat much. I remember it because I didn't really have a breakfast. Probably grab... I don't have any bread. Probably just make a bowl of rice. I do not eat much. I will just eat rice, slap like a little bit of butter on it, and then salt, and that's it. That's like a meal. No added anything else. This game, though, does come with VR support now. It's like in an early access state, I guess you can call, for VR. I have VR, but I'll pick it up whenever I have a wheel. Hopefully down the road I can also get a better headset. I have like the Rift S. This thing has been discontinued. I shouldn't say, yeah, discontinued. It's been discontinued for a long time at this point. Still works. It's just that it's definitely seen better days. It has its own set of wear and tear on it. What's the game? This game is called. It's actually at the top. It is Toge Kai. It's still in an early access state, but if you want to test this game out without having to pay for it, they have the what was the original version called Initial Unity. It drives different. It drives quite different from this game, but that was the guy that originally made this had he was doing a game study on the Initial D arcade games, specifically like 8 Infinity is what it's called, like Initial D 8 Infinity. That game it's an arcade racer completely. But oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It was so much fun that I like had trouble emulating it for 8 hours, getting like it set up for 8 hours. It took that long because I was just having so much trouble. But it was like I would do it again if I had to. It was like so much fun. Yeah, but the Initial Unity version of the game is free to play and or download. I'm pretty sure it's still up and about on the internet. Let me see if I can go like peel it off the internet. Initial Unity. Initial Unity.online. Oh, this is records. Okay. I didn't know they had like online records for this. Okay, I just clicked on a video of someone playing it. Nope, they did not link the game. Is it still downloadable? I'm pretty sure it is. Where is it? Initial D, what is this? I don't know what that is. Alright, here's another YouTube video from 3 years ago. Please link the download because I don't have the download anymore. Can you even still download this game? I will say the racing in this, the like free version is a lot more like I guess you can say slippery. The cars don't fishtail as much either in initial Unity. I cannot find a link for the life of me. Let me just close it really quick. Do I actually still have it on this machine? Oh my gosh, I do. I'll just show it off really quick. The one I was just playing was still in Unity, but you can definitely see the differences. Just a bit. You might be able to see it in how the cars control, honestly. Okay. Awesome, you guys can see it. I'll actually end with this. Actually, for real, I will end it with this. Hey, look, I've seen that track before, Mohogi. Oh my gosh, I have a 348 in this? Sheesh. I didn't know I didn't know I was, like, platinum medaled on this. Oh, you also start further up, okay. This is very, very much inspired by the arcade games, I'll tell you that much. They also use the Assetto Corsa maps for the, for, like, this, since it was just, like, an early access, like, test thing. Yeah, as you can see, like, the cars are not very oversteery in this game compared to the other one. You have to do a lot more with the braking. There is a handbrake on X, but I try not to use it so much. It does make the gameplay look a lot smoother, though. The fact that the cars handle like this. Oh my gosh. I completely forgot how the cars handled in this game. They also have the like trail braking effect they have in Initial D for night races. Holy crap. Okay, I can totally see what other chat member was saying whenever they played this game. I just forgot because of how long it's been. Let me do at night and show it off a little bit. What other cars do we have? RX-7, the Sylvia, the GTR, there's the Evo, the EG9 I think is what it's supposed to be. That's a MR2? FC S2000, right? I think that's S2000. Miata. Yeah, that's all we had in this game. Whenever I'm doing the outro, I'll probably just pull up on screen really quick how the arcade game looks. Arcade game's so good. It's so much fun. Because it's not trying to be realistic, it's just trying to be fun. That was the Chick Still 80. Yes. I forgot what they called it. Oh, I might be starting to remember. Also, in this game, it's always the fastest, as long as you have the braking line correct, to do a full send drift, as in, like, do not get off the gas at all. It encourages that in this game. Also, the highest gear you can drift. Like, you might have more control doing those turns in second, but you'll be going slower. What's also nice is the actual, like, Toge, the new game that they're working on, and not this, like, little, I guess, early access version. They have actually, like, licensed Eurobeat in it, which is awesome. I had it off because I didn't know if I would get copyrighted or not for it. But also, I was just like, you know what? I still gotta have Eurobeat, dude. It is completely necessary. So, I I just searched, you know what, copyright free Eurobeat, and then picked like the first video on YouTube and then put it on the stream. But now it's just playing like a random 1 hour loop video sounding like some like title music or like menu music in a video game. It's also really funny because in the other game I was driving the like RX-7 FC with this in the background, and that's how I got my like personal best time. It's just this on loop, making me look like a insane person doing that. This game also has a like you can save replays and you can look at them with like a keyframed camera, so you can like make some pretty cool camera shots and stuff for a video. It's in like really early stages in the like up-to-date game that they're working on. Like, man, the camera just barely works sometimes. The cheap Eurobeat has elevated the stream double since when it was quiet. I'm glad to hear that. Dude, they might have done a study showing that people will either race slower or drive faster with music going on in the background, or like faster music. But dude, they're just simply not built different like me. I will get PBs all day listening to Eurobeat, as long as it's not too loud that I can't hear what the car's doing. Sometimes, you know, you gotta listen for the tires, you gotta listen for when you gotta shift. As long as you can still hear. It's also cool that they have the 8.6's like overspeed warning, like little beep. There is also I think in this game and also the new one, they have a setting you can enable where it will warn you if you're over speed for a corner, for someone that's like really early starting out. They even like stole the like finish and start signs and that audio bit from the arcade games, and all the medals are the like basically recreations of them from the game. But yeah, the initial Unity, if you can find a download link for it, should be free. You can show just like a little peep into what Toge Shanghai is. It's on Steam as well if you're looking up the game. If I go to the store page, it's what, $15? Yeah, $14.99, and they're still updating the game. Like the update where they added the RX-7 FC like just came out a day or two ago. So if like you guys want to look at it on Steam, I think, yeah, there's a link. IRL hot lapping needs so much focus that that's the idea I turned the radio on is laughable. Yeah, with like real driving or like sim-based driving, I can totally see that. Because I've played so much Forza, it's hard for me to imagine controlling front wheel traction. Because a lot of these like arcadey games like Forza Horizon will not let you turn past where there's grip on controller. So it's really weird when you turn and then nothing happens. That's just unusual because I've never had to accommodate for that. I only had to accommodate for like oversteer and rear tires. But let me okay, Mega Meme playlist. Where is Opera GX? There it is. Let me go look up Initial D8 Infinity gameplay. I spelled infinity wrong. I know how to spell infinity. I'm just rushing it. So I don't have to like do anything fancy. I'm just gonna unmute desktop audio so you guys can hear it, and then make sure you guys can see it as well. Why is it not showing Opera? Oh, there we go. All right. This is the arcade game I was talking about. I wish we got this in the States. This game was it's so good.
下りで RX7 に勝ってこいって言われただけだから他には何も言われてないですよ。なんだって？お前が運転するのか？
Specifically, 8 Infinity is a pretty, at this point, a pretty old arcade game. But oh my gosh, its gameplay for me holds up.
軽くひねってやるぜ。
Because it's just fun to be fun.
えらく煽られてる気がするぜ。
It does have a little bit of like steering assist in this one. I think the newer one, there's not as much of it, or you can turn it off. You can drive faster if you turn it off too, which is interesting. But this is also, you very much have to be in the correct gear compared to the Toge game I was just playing on Steam. You can kind of be in the wrong gear and take the corner, you just won't be going as fast. In this, you really have to be paying attention to what gear you're in. Just like, you know, when you're actually drifting. This is Rival Side. If I'm not mistaken, this in-game, because you can do a story mode, if this is the race I'm thinking of, this race pulled from the like anime and manga, you cannot catch up on this RX-7 that Keisuke is driving unless you reach the hairpins, and you have to pass him on the hairpins or you lose this mission. It's so hard. I like the entire time I've played the game, never beat him. It's so freaking hard because it's a stock 8.6 in game, because you also can upgrade it since it's an arcade racing game. This is a stock 8.6 in game, and you just have to beat him at the hairpins, just like he does in the anime. It's crazy. This is the Initial D arcade game. We had the sit-in arcade version at the Big Mall in Albany years ago, like the real show. Oh, that's freaking awesome. I love this game, dude. I need to stream it when I get a wheel again. I plan on it. I just it's not on like my list. It's not like high up on my list right now priority wise. I just need to get my car working and then I'll have a car again. Yeah, and then because he's past him through the hairpins, he'll just slow down and he's like, I've lost. Basically. This race is so freaking hard. But also, like, as you can hear, there was Eurobeat in the game. They have some of the, like, they have basically all the bangers. There's one called Prayer. That they use that for whenever the arcade machine is just like playing a replay, like you see in the bottom right. It'll show the last person in their replay.
RX7 をワクワクしながら追っかけてた。
Oh, I love that game. And then the newer one they have is also really good. If you guys want to look up this video, or if you want to just look up more gameplay, you can just search for the title Initial D Arcade Stage 8. Oh, the game's awesome. All right, but I'm gonna end stream with this outro song I use all the time. Oh, let me mute desktop audio. There you go. No double audio. That's stupid and cringe. I need to watch stage 1 again. Yeah, that's how I felt earlier. I had a friend that's kind of interested in cars, but he's not at all a car person. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can convert him into liking cars a little bit by showing him Initial D. Because he's interested in, like, drifting, so I might be able to with that. But Initial D is so freaking long, honestly. It's hard to have, like, the interest to go through all of it sometimes. I can totally understand why someone would stop part of the way through. Especially because like stage 1 and stuff and 2 had such early CGI. That stuff is rough. I don't want to show them the movies either because that's going to set an unreal expectation and it leaves out some stuff. And it doesn't have Eurobeat. Dude, they replaced the Eurobeat with J-Rock. I like J-Rock. It's cool. Give me Eurobeat. They also did in the latest Initial D arcade game. They replaced the Eurobeat with J-Rock. Or they included some J-Rock from the movies alongside Eurobeat. I can't remember. I just remember it was there. I was like, no, dude, come on. Oh, alright. I'm gonna get out of here. Dog out there, you stop barking. Chill out. I'm gonna make something. Oh yeah, I was gonna make a bowl of rice because that's like all I have. I have like bowl. I can make rice. I have popcorn. I wouldn't call that a meal, but that's like that will hold me off until I go to sleep. So it's better than having air for sleep for dinner and then sleeping. So Initial D turned me into a car person. Now I'm doing track days with multiple cars and responsible adulthood. That's freaking awesome, dude. Hopefully, I can play some more racing-related stuff, assuming if you want to subscribe or not. Or maybe we'll just cross paths a second time on your homepage. This is like one of the... I think this is the first time I've done any racing game on stream, so it might be an uncommon occurrence until I get a wheel. I will freaking binge it! I will binge racing games when I get a wheel. It's just not now. Alright. I'm out of here. You guys have a good day.